I'm Courtney, and welcome to my Once Upon a Time reviews, and today I'm going to be talking about episodes 9 and 10. I can never hold up my 9th finger, it's really odd, but that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Episode 9 is now my favorite episode out of this whole season, because I loved it so much, because Kristoff and Anna just stole the show. That's really all I'm going to talk about in the episode. But episode 10 was good, too, but it wasn't as good as episode 9. Like, episode 9 was, like, there to the top of my ceiling. It was good. So, first, I'm going to be talking about episode 9. So, if you have not seen it, go watch it. It's my favorite, and I loved it. And just my feelings were just tearing second after second. Very slowly. It was a very painful shred. So, go watch it. Go. Do it. Now, so, by non-spoilers, so, episode 9, it's really just Kristoff and Anna. Like, just rename the episode Kristoff and Anna, because that's all that happened. But there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like we haven't seen Kristoff and Anna in a while, so it was, like, nice to, like, have an episode for them, and I was just so satisfied. I love Kristoff and Anna. Kristana. I was probably shipping them more than Captain Swan this episode, because, like, there was no Captain Swan moment. Except for that one before the spell, when Hulk came to see Emma, and he was like, I have to see you one more time. And then she was like, I'm not the kissy goodbye person, but maybe just once. And then they kissed, and then they say goodbye, and, oh. I was so depressed. I couldn't even deal. It was sad. But Kristoff and Anna, they stole the show. We see them get unfrozen. So I was thinking too, it like it was just like 5 minutes later unfrozen, but that was not the case. And they find Hans. Good old Hans shows up, my favorite human being in the world. Sarcasm indeed. And you know, Kristoff always just saving the day, and it's just like, oh yeah, you got this. Wow! And I was just like, oh! It was fantastic. Kristoff's more kickbutt than I expected. Like, I don't remember that in the movie. Like, what? This Kristoff's so much better than movie Kristoff. This Frozen is better than movie Frozen. I mean, that's my opinion. At least, well, I don't know. Yeah. But, and then they run away, and they're going to find Blackbeard, and Blackbeard, if you remember, was in last season, when, where was he? Like, it was at the time where Captain Hook was looking for his ship, and Blackbeard took over it, so I'm guessing this is the time before Captain Hook? So I'm guessing this was before the curse? The 1-year one that happened last season? So, I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. Something like that. I don't know. But, it was okay seeing him. I mean, he was funny and all, but I mean, like, I don't like the dude, so I mean, I wasn't, like, ecstatic to see him. And then, that whole wishing star thing, I didn't understand it. I thought it was a star, and I bet Anna probably thought that also. But I mean, I still don't really know. I just thought, oh, you get a star, and you wish on it, and then the wish comes true. Or you get the blue fairy. Hey, the blue fairy could have helped them on the wishing star. Ball. But, and then Hans showed up, and it was a plan all along. It was a trick and a trap, and I was just like, ugh. Of course, that never occurred to me that Blackbeard and Hans were working together. And then he was like, oh, I'm the controller of the Navy. And I was just like, of course you are, Hans. Of course you are, because you just control everything. And you're now the king of Arendelle. April Fools. Bruh. Hans just thinks he's so highly of himself. Like, he would say stuff and he thought he was so funny, and like, no, Hans. No, you're not hilarious. You're a butthole. That's what you are. And then they get captured again. And then they're put into the chest. And then they fall. And then and then Anna is like, I marry you before I die. And he's like, no. And then they hold hands, and they're both like, I love you. And then Elsa and Emma are looking for Anna. Elsa doesn't want to give up. She doesn't give that necklace to them. I was satisfied. I didn't want her to. I was just like, no. Anna is more important because I don't want my Anna baby to die. And then she's like, I will find you, Elsa. I met Anna, and she's like, I'll find you, I won't give up, I have faith and everything. And then they're on the ground, and then treasure, right? Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. Right when they got to the beach, I knew Anna and Kristoff were gonna pop up that ocean, but I didn't think in the chest. I would think they would get out and then like come out swimming out of the ocean. But I mean, and then lovely reunion, and Kristoff is over there just cold. He was like, it's a wet miracle, cold miracle, something like that, and it was funny. And then the curse is coming. By the way, that curse was actually very beautiful with all the shattering mirrors. I thought it looked beautiful. That would probably be a curse I would do. I want my curse to be pretty. Duh, I don't want it to be ugly. Duh. But, lovely reunion. Anna's confused. And I liked it when they were going somewhere. And Anna's like, this world's so confusing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I know, right? It was hilarious. And then at the end, the curse is starting. Everyone's separating each other. And I loved it. Snow White and Prince Charming were holding hands. And I was actually thinking that was going to, like, stop the curse. But no. And then the spell starts on them. And then they let go. And then it leaves off with a cliffhanger. That's the end. And I was pretty upset. And then there was a promo. And I was just like, oh, crud. I'm going to die. And I just love this episode. Kristoff and Anna, you're the best. I'm going to be talking about episode 10, so if you've not seen episode 10, please go watch it. It's not as good as episode 9, but I mean, it's still good. Go watch it. It's very, very good. So, bye, not spoilers again. So, episode 10, oh my gosh, the spell has been acted, whatever the word is, and it's the funniest spell I've ever seen in my lifetime. I loved it. I'm so glad there's Snow White, Prince Charming, and Kristoff were together, and also Anna there, because they were all hilarious. And I love it. Snow White's like, I can't believe I had a child with you. And then David said something, but I can't remember what it was, but it was funny. Oh, they were hilarious. David was actually funny for a change. I mean, I think he's funny, but he's not, like, funny? You know what I mean? But, oh my gosh, it was hilarious. And, Kristoff was funny. And Anna's just there. She's immune. She's just like, oh my god, it's horrible. And when we finally see Regina, and she, like, goes to the mirror, and she's like, what am I wearing? And the evil queen is back. I was actually pretty excited to see her, because I thought it was interesting. And stuff, like, you see on my thumbnail, like, I thought she looked so kicked butt, and I was just like, evil queen's back. Whoop, whoop. It was really cool seeing her. She was much more evil, and I loved it when Emma and Elsa went. Well, they found the Snow Queen, and they couldn't put power on her because of those stupid bracelets, and they're like, we have to get these off by evil, by someone hates us, and they find Regina, and Emma's like, oh, I purposely brought Mary, and then I wanted to make you jealous by seeing me and Hook together, and then Regina's like, you little, probably said a bad word, and then bracelets off, and then Regina's just like, oh, and then they both run, and oh, it was so hilarious. I was dying of laughter. This episode was so funny. Like, it shouldn't have been that funny. Well, I guess it should have been that funny, actually, because, I mean, they're all putting hate on each other, so it was fantastic. Then Regina Snow White's battle. Oh my gosh, I was just like, oh, I wanted Regina to win. Oh, I loved it. Before Regina came, Snow White's telling Anna something, and kind of to her baby, too. She was like, oh, I killed Regina's mommy, and I said I'm sorry, but I didn't regret it. Oh, that was hilarious. Yes, and she was like, oh, yeah, Snow White's a murderer. It was great. Snow White stole the show. Like, I was dying. Then Regina showed up, and they had that battle and everything. That's the part where Regina was supposed to lick that sword. That was a promo still, but that never happened, and everyone was upset. I mean, to be honest here, I pretty was upset myself, too, because I kind of wanted that to happen. But, and then they fight, and okay, here's the weird thing. The baby, their baby was there, Neil was there, and she was like, oh, Brittany said something about the baby, and they were like, oh, don't hurt the baby. Like, and I thought the curse was supposed to fix everything on you, but like, how come they still cared about the baby? Wouldn't they not? Because they're evil? I don't know. I'm just glad they were like, oh, don't kill our baby. Oh, don't get the baby I made with him. Sadly, I had 2 children with him. Hilarious. And then everyone's fighting. And oh my gosh, just all the fighting. Hey, question of the day. I'm just realizing this. How come Hook wasn't affected with that curse? Because he wasn't. Because he talked to Rumple just fine. Wait, has he gotten it? Or did Rumple, like, make him immune? Oh, is it because he doesn't have a heart? Oh, okay, that makes much more sense. Oh my gosh. Seeing Emma and Snow, I mean, not Snow, Snow Queen's, like, relationship, they were actually really close, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And when Snow Queen's like, I'm gonna adopt you, and I was just like, oh, do it, because it was so sweet. But then, when she, like, saw the power, they were doing that arcade game, and she saw power, and she was like, oh my gosh. And she was like, and then she pushed her off to that car. She was like, I want you to stop the car. And then she was like, you're crazy, you're trying to kill me. I was like, it was horrible. The Snow Queen was crazy. And then it also showed when Emma saw the Snow Queen again, in Storybrooke when she first arrived, and she was like, oh, you're so crazy. And then that's where she took her memories, and that was sad. I felt bad for the Snow Queen. I felt bad for Emma too, because she actually really did love her. And when Anna got the bottle, okay, in last episode, when the treasure chest popped up, there was also that bottle, and I knew that bottle was the letter that Anna and Elsa's mom wrote, because, I mean, obviously, I just knew it, and then it was, and when they read the letter, how the mom regretted everything about Elsa, beautiful, and the Snow Queen sacrificed herself, and Emma and Elsa got their memories, and they're just like, no, and I'm just like, no, and then she sacrifices herself, and the curse stops, then it starts snowing, and it's just beautiful. Oh, I was so sad. It was so beautiful. I wish the Snow Queen's still alive, and I loved it how they showed the 3 sisters. It was kind of like a heaven thing, and that was really nice, and it was very touching, and I loved it very, very much, and it was just so beautiful. Promo for next week looks so crazy. Those Queens of Darkness, though, I don't even know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch more, click the subscribe button down below. I'm Courtney, and I'll see you all next time to talk about the mid-season finale of Once Upon a Time. I'm not ready. And me and Cassandra from Season Books will be doing a live show. More information will be released about that. But I'm Courtney, and I'll see you all next time.